It's 10:18, but I wanted to continue on my journey to play this guitar. So let's continue. Maybe it'll be shorter, maybe around like 10-15 minutes, but those 10-15 minutes are very important. Let's see. What should we play today?
Dinner I bring birds what I for the easy lessons after this. So see you there.
Dun, 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 dun. There it is, Justin. I'm gonna watch Justin guitar. Let's see, what song should we pick? Justin guitar.
Instead of and you've got your little finger down third fret, E, E minor, G, G with a B bass, C, and then back to the E minor. I like this, but we're going to be checking that out on guitar. Of course, to play along with the original recording, you need to pop your capo on the second fret. Normally I do my little demo things in the original keys if I can, but in this particular case it was difficult enough to sing as it was, but upper tone was just too sticky. So if you want to play along with the original recording,
I'm
put
watching,
the capo on at the second fret. I'm going to leave it off for the lesson because it does make it a little bit easier for explaining.
This song is called Video Games by Lana Del Rey.
Check it out. Finger, playing the third fret thicker string, muting the fifth string, open, open, third fret with little finger on the second string and not playing the thinner string. Now there are lots of ways of playing a G chord. I just think this one sounds the most like the record, like copying the keyboard part. But you could use any other G, so use the one that you most feel comfortable with. If you're comfortable with all of them, then you can start making the B bass. Now, if you've got your little finger down there already on the third fret of the second string, just move second finger down to the second fret of the fifth string, mute the thicker string, so you're just playing second fret, open, open, third fret. That's G with a B bass. It's this G chord basically with the B bass note. That's G with a B bass. It's this G chord basically with the B bass note to a C.
I've never played that chord.
Third fret, the
It's
fret
called
of the second string. Just move second finger down to the second fret of the fifth string. Mute the thicker string, so you're just playing second fret, open, open, third fret. That's G with a B bass. It's this G chord basically with the B bass note to a C. Okay, so E minor, G, E minor, G, G with the B bass to C. Second time, very similar. E minor, G, E minor, G, G with a B bass, C, and then back to the E minor. Now, I kind of hear this, it's got a 2 feeling for strumming. That's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can keep the strumming that simple and literally just strum on them. 1 and the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just hold it for that bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I'm trying to make it a little bit more guitar-y, I sometimes do like a... Because I'm feeling this as the pulse. And then I get... So you get this little line. Little 16th note kind of running. So I might play through that hold as well. Now, that's something that I wouldn't try, would be worth exploring. That I sometimes just can't help it. That stuff comes in.
It's a E and a G and a E and a G and a B and a C and a E.
I like this little hammer on here with the second finger as well on the C chord. It's a nice little just thing that you can add in. Again, you don't have to, it's not on the record, but for each verse. So it'll be E minor and in the G chord, E minor to G chord, G with a B bass to C. So it'll be E minor and in the G chord, E minor to G chord, G with a B bass to C. E minor a G and you E minor over G and a G with a B bass to C. E minor. G minor to a G chord, E minor to C chord, E minor. And then it's you play a video games. Doing again G with a B bass to C, 2, 3, and that's the pre-chorus. It's all a D chord. It's D, it's D, it's all a D. Everything is D. Progression with sort of strumming would be that. Down, up, 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 down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. So after the pre-chorus comes the chorus, and I tell you all the C. Heaven is no C. There's F for E minor. Only stays on C. It's better than I ever even G. They say that the world was F for E minor. Only worth living if the C chord is love in C minor 6.
Whoa. C minor 6. How's he? C minor 6.
It's definitely the hardest chord in the whole thing. Most of it's pretty easy. C minor 6. It's a bit of a tricky chord, really. It's a lovely chord, and it sounds great going from C major to C minor 6. It's kind of famous as the Beatles trick. They often did kind of the 1 chord, which is the key of G. Then they go to the 4 chord, then 4 minor. But particularly the minor 6 just makes it even stronger.
what is he doing?
With this switch from the major sound to the minor sound.
So he has a C minor, and then it's like this is really difficult.
The C minor 6 is this. I'm going to show you a couple of little cheats as well, just to help you get through if you find this one too hard. First finger, second fret of the third string. Second finger, third on the thinnest the fifth string.
Second fret of the.
You get through if you find this one too hard. First finger, second fret of the third string. Second finger, third fret
of the third string.
That's the root note of the fifth string. Little finger goes down here in the fourth fret of the second string.
Fourth fret of the second string.
And third finger goes down in the third fret on the thinnest string.
Third fret of the thinnest string.
It is quite a tricky one to grab from the.
Oh, yeah! Look at that. That's pretty difficult. That's a weird sound. You know what I mean? I don't get this.
The C to the C minor 6. That would be the change to practice. Just going C and then
yeah, I need
around
practice.
C minor 6.
All right, C minor 6 is the chord we're learning today, and it goes like the first finger goes on the second fret of the third string, and then the second finger, your middle finger, goes on the A chord of the third fret, and then your ring finger goes on the second fret, and then yeah, that makes sense. That's a weird sound.
The third finger down. It's difficult it's difficult whatever. You might want to go first finger, second finger, third finger, then second little finger last. But alternatively, just practice doing C to C minor 6.
Oh. Whoa. So I was playing it wrong. Oh my gosh. This is really hard. How do people play this chord? Oh, that sounds more like it.
It is a tricky one.
That really hurts my fingers because I'm not used to that chord. So it's here, here, and then the ring fingers is below the middle finger, and then the last one goes on this fret. It's 3 frets. I can't even imagine doing this on multiple frets.
With that, you can just try this, which is a C minor open chord. You're just going to play nothing on the thicker string, third fret on the fifth string, first fret on the fourth string with your first finger, and play the open G, and don't play any more than that. If you're feeling slightly more adventurous string, try E1, fourth string, that's gone from the D. And is a place on earth with G. Tell me all the things you F to E minor. I heard that you like the bad girl C chord. Is that true? Incidentally, if you're having trouble hearing that note, that's G with a big 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can keep the structure.
Okay, let's try that. Oh, I messed up. E and a G, E and a G, E and a G, B minor, So that is the intro.
Strumming that simple, and literally just strum on the 1 and the 3, 3. Because I'm feeling this is the pulse. And then I get, so you get this little kind. Little, try to think that you get through that minor to a G, E chord, G with a B bass to C chord, E minor.
Yeah.
And then it's you play a video game. Doing again G with a B bass to C, 2, 3, and that's the pre-chorus. It's all a D chord. It's D, it's all a D. Everything is D. I tell you that it's C, and we're into the chorus. So I call it a pre-chorus. It's just a D chord. Nice chord progression with sort of strumming would be that. Down, up, 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 down. 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. So after the pre-chorus comes the chorus, surprisingly. But what is a little bit weird is that the chorus kind of leads into it. So from the D, you two, it's all for you. Everything I do, I tell you all to see. Heaven is a place on earth with you. Tell me all the things you have to E minor. I heard that you like the bad girls.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I need more practice with this, but I really like this song because there's so many different chords I'm learning. Number 1, the F chord, which I'm really weak at. F chord is where you bar the first fret, and then it's an E, but you're just moving the E. I think this is called an E major. I may be wrong, but it's an E, and then you're moving the E to 1 fret down, and then you're barring the entire first fret, and it's supposed to sound like this if I'm playing it properly. That's how an F sounds like. And then this song has the F chord, and then it also has it's called a C6, I think, or sorry, the C minor. Oh, it is a 6. It's a C minor 6, and the C minor 6 is to reiterate, you have the index finger on the 3rd string, so that would be 88 Dynamite on the G string, and then you have your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then you have the ring finger on the 2nd string on the B string, and then the last finger is on the 4th fret, which is the tricky part, and that goes on the last string, and this is the C minor 6. Okay. Maybe if I could extend it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know, but I wanna, and then you have to transition from a C to that chord, which is pretty difficult, but we'll get there. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, that was fun. Good night.